morning, friends. It's Friday morning, not Thursday. As you know, I usually do these reports on Thursday, get them uploaded so you're seeing them first thing Friday. But I couldn't record yesterday afternoon. My poor dog, my yard dog, got her leg run over by the mail delivery, and we had to take her to have her leg amputated. So first off, sorry for my dog. She's okay. Second off, sorry for not getting the rundown filmed yesterday, but I also want to explain that's why we've got a little extra today in today's rundown for the lake level. Normally we would be just here. I'm including Friday morning, this morning, 40354. What I want to explain to you is happening still, that everything we've been talking about. Tuesday's report was 40335. We got rain Wednesday, brought the lake up 40356. Yesterday 40360, and now back dropping 40354. This up and down roller coaster ride has been everything we've all been experiencing for about 2 months now, and has really affected the fishing tremendously the past 8 weeks. However, with the fish being offshore and the deep bite kicking off like it is, that's really not affecting them as much. There's still a little bit, but not as much. Most definitely affecting the shallow fish. If you're a bank runner, if you have, an area where we're catching them on buzz baits or frogs or something like that, shallow, when the lake turns and starts dropping, that bite usually fades and goes away. When the lake is stable or rising, that shallow bite is there. So you may have been running the bank and just tossing Texas recreature baits and Cincos and doing well, and then all of a sudden it stopped. How come that bite went away? Has a lot to do with the unstableness of the lake dropping. Rise and fall, kind of like tide effect. When the water's rising, they bite. When the tide's leaving, they don't. 0 to 1 clarity. Most of the rain went around us. We did get some rain for a little short amount of time, but it didn't really hit us that hard to muddy anything up. A little bit. I saw a little bit of, I went over Lake Fork Creek yesterday in the afternoon with my dog, and on the way to Silver Springs. And I saw the Lake Fork Creek at the 19, a little bit of mud, but it didn't affect the lake. 78 to 80 degrees, the brim spawn's happening. There's top water bite going on a little bit. But definitely the offshore big worms, jigs, crankbaits, use your sonar to find the fish kind of situation. If you are just going out fishing, you're probably not going to stumble on them. You're looking for a needle in a haystack. But if you really go out and use your sonar and do a lot of looking, side scan, down scan, find the fish first and then fish for them. Find them, then set up accordingly, fish for them. It's really a great time of year. I'm going to tell you a bait real quick that I really like in just a second. Before we do, a big shout out to all the sponsors. I want you to realize that there's another channel besides this public channel that's huge, over 400 subscribing base private members. In the private member channel, we cover a bunch of other lakes. We do the fishing reports for Lake Lavon, Hubbard, Possum Kingdom, Tawakoni, Athens, Bodark, O.H. Ivy, Hawkins, Lake Welsh, and more. Palestine. So if you're interested in more reports, more information, there is another channel that you can upgrade to besides this public channel. In that channel, we cover bass fishing, we cover stripers and hybrids, we cover crappie, and we cover catfish. There's a lot more to offer in that channel. If you're interested, look in the description below this video, click on members only link, and just follow the procedures and upgrade your free subscription to a private subscription. 3 things I'm going to show you as members. So there's an offshore bite. Crankbaits like the 6XD right here in the blueback chartreuse or blackback chartreuse are working well. Again, find the fish with the sonar, set up accordingly. One of my favorite ways to catch bass right now this time of year is with Carolina rig. Most people with a Carolina rig will use, brush hog or a big worm. A lot of guys like to use a fluke, Magnum fluke, or an impact shad. Absolutely one of my most favorites, the Impact Shad. I've really gotten into the scented type baits. So a lot of times I'll take an Impact Shad and soak it in the Real-Time Rods Magic Reaction sauce. But the key I want to let you know, that this is the secret, is scent. Scent in that deeper water situation, scent with the plastics, whether it's even your jig trailers or your big worms. Scent on those baits will get you, number one, more bites, and it will absolutely have the fish hold the bait longer. When you're deep in things, sometimes probing the deep water, you don't necessarily feel the strikes. Sometimes it's very faint, very light. Maybe they take it on the fall, you don't realize it, especially with a Carolina rig. With a Carolina rig, you've got that big leader, 4 or 5 foot leader, and you're dragging the weight. They don't eat the weight, they eat the bait behind the weight. And so a lot of times you really do, you don't notice the bite, and you want them to hold that and swim off with it. So again, when you're anything you're using soft plastics, use the Real-Time Rods Magic Reaction Sauce. It's one of my personal favorites. And then anything in the power bait, especially the Max scent. The Berkley Power Bait Max scent is huge. There are a lot of pro fishermen today, like 80% of them, that will have this product in their boat. And all of those guys that do use it will tell you, if you're not using the Max scent, you'll get beat by another pro that is. So the Max scent is one of my biggest tips for the members only today. Really any scent. I personally prefer the Real-Time Rods Magic Reaction. It's awesome, awesome, awesome stuff. You can get it from Real-Time Rods right here at the lake on the 17, just before the Little Mustang Bridge. But it's a treatment, and it doesn't stink. It really actually smells very appealing. It soaks into the plastics overnight, and they're not oily, and they're not sticky and wet and stinky, and they don't stain your carpet and your clothes. They're real silky feeling. It even softens stiff plastic, so it really kind of puts a lifelike feel to them. But I love the Real-Time Rods Magic Reaction for that purpose exclusively. Okay. Remember that this weekend is Memorial Weekend. The lake will probably get crazy. In fact, there'll probably even be just a very small hint on Lake Fork of some recreational boaters, not necessarily skiers or anything, but just people cruising around. The lake will be more busy. Depending on where you're fishing across Texas, a lot of them are recreation lakes. Those lakes are going to get real crazy. Like I said, we do a report for Lake Hawkins. Lake Hawkins will have a lot of traffic. We do a Lake Port Athens. Lake Athens will have a lot of traffic and probably some wakeboarders and skiers. On those lakes, I just ask that you be really, really careful. Know that, that traffic and a lot of times alcohol and water don't mix. So you just want to play your game out there a lot more safe. Pay attention. Be defensive driver on the lake this weekend. Hate to hear anything bad happen on Memorial weekends. I've been doing this a long time. Usually those are the days, Memorial weekend, 4th of July. Those are the things when something happens, not so good. So pray for all those out there this weekend. I wish you all great fishing. Keep safe. Hit the like button if you found this good. Comment, share anything you'd like to share below. Know that we are in a great time of year. The next 6 weeks or so, as we get hotter and hotter, the bass fishing on Lake Fork should just absolutely fire up and be really, really good. So come on out. We got some open dates if you're interested in booking with us. I'll extend one more time. The courtesy here, I think I did it here. I know I did it for the members, but I'm going to give it to the public. If you will book a trip in the month of June with me and say, when you message me or talk to me, you tell me that you saw the discount offered on YouTube discount, then I'll give you a $100 discount on a full day trip. Just got to mention I saw the discount on YouTube. Okay, so got a few days open in June. I think I even have a weekend or maybe one weekend left still open. So if you're interested, you want to save $100, hit me up and book in June. Take advantage of that. Other than that, again, I wish you all great fishing. God bless.